Weapons are an extremely important part of GTA Online, so much in fact that the very first thing you get when starting the game is a weapon. But these days, with such a wide arsenal of weapons to choose from, it can be difficult to know which weapons you should get. That's why in this video, I'm going to be going over the best weapon from each category that you should own. This is not a PvP focus list or a PvE focus list, it is just the best weapon from each category. If you want me to make a video going over the best PvP loadout, as well as a video going over every weapon you should own, then comment down below and I'll absolutely do it. But this video is just strictly the best weapon from each category. These are weapons that you absolutely need to own, so without further ado, let's get into it. Kicking it off with the rifles, we have the Special Carbine Mark II. I don't think anyone was surprised to see this one here. I know some people prefer the original Special Carbine because you can have that 100 round drum mag, but the Special Mark II just clears it. Of course, as with any Mark II weapon, you can put special rounds on it, but I just choose to have the extended mag, and you can see my full list of attachments on screen. Man, I feel like a Call of Duty YouTuber. But the Special Carbine Mark II is everything you expect out of an assault rifle, and it is extremely accurate. It's essentially a laser beam, so it makes getting headshots extremely easy. And of course, if you do get headshots, the time to kill is near instant. Pair this with a good sized magazine as well, and it's the perfect assault rifle. Next up, for the submachine gun / regular machine gun category, we have the Combat MG Mark II. This weapon is extremely good for harder to kill targets, so those that may be armored, for example. And of course, you can put FMJ rounds on this, which just makes it even better. I personally choose not to, and you can see the attachments for it on screen. It's got a big magazine as well, as you'd expect with a machine gun, but it's not as accurate as the Special Carbine Mark II. Also to be expected, I'd use it in situations where you'd usually use the Special Carbine Mark II, but for example, you know you're going to use more bullets, because of course you can take advantage of that extra clip size then. Or in situations like that where you know you're going to come across harder to kill enemies that would usually soak up the bullets from the Special Carbine Mark II. But if your assault rifle is the primary, this is essentially the secondary. It's just a backup weapon to have. It's just helpful to have in certain situations, like taking out vehicles as well, for example. But overall, just the best of that category. Moving on, we have the Heavy Sniper Mark II. This, of course, can be equipped with explosive rounds, but I personally choose not to because it means you have to go back to a weapons workshop to get more ammo for it. It's essentially everything you'd want out of a sniper. Extremely easy to use. Basically just, you know, point and shoot. Little to no recoil at all. It's the best sniper in the game. What can I say? And I didn't even know till making this video that I didn't even have the heavy barrel equipped for it, so that just makes it even better. But essentially, yeah, this is just going to be used for your medium to long range shots. Also pretty helpful at taking out Mark IIs and people in vehicles if you have that sort of accuracy. Of course, if you're someone with not the greatest of accuracy, you may struggle to use this, but a heavy sniper is absolutely a necessity for long to medium range targets. Again, both in PvP and PvE, you absolutely must have a sniper rifle, and if you're going to have one, the Heavy Sniper Mark II is the best of its category. Moving on to the shotgun category, and we have the Assault Shotgun. I know a lot of people would put the Pump Shotgun Mark II above this because it can have explosive slugs, but it's also a weakness for the same reason as explosive rounds on the Heavy Sniper. You have to go back to a weapons workshop to get more ammo for it, and this wouldn't be a problem if you could have quite a bit of ammo for it, but it's only like 40 rounds. But the Assault Shotgun is a rapid fire shotgun. This thing is absolutely overpowered and the king of close range combat. It is quite literally just spray and pray, and you can equip a drum magazine for this as well, so it has even more ammo, which is just overpowered. For any situation that's going to be close range combat, this is an absolute must use. Like if you're in a hallway, for example, you're just going to clear it out. Without a doubt, the best shotgun in the game. Moving on to heavy weapons, and this is hard to choose for because they're all useful in their own different rights, but if I had to pick one overall, I'd go for the railgun. The railgun is so good at taking out any sort of vehicles, whether this be Mark IIs or griefers in cars. It's an absolute must. Obviously, you can do this with a homing launcher and an RPG instead, but they have travel time, whereas the railgun is basically instant, allowing you to be super accurate with your shot. But again, this was really hard to choose because all of the heavy weapons are really good in their own regards and very helpful in, you know, different situations. But if I had to pick one outright, it would be the railgun. Moving on to pistols, and we have the automatic pistol, an absolute necessity when it comes to drive-by weapons. I think there's a slight debate on what the best drive-by weapon is. Some people say the tactical SMG, but I think most people would say the automatic pistol or the AP. This thing is insanely accurate while driving, and whether you're taking out players on foot or in other vehicles, it's just going to be really good. As long as you can get headshots with it, it's going to kill them near enough instantly, and of course, if they're in a vehicle, it makes getting their head even easier because that's the only part really showing. The range on it isn't the best. You'd be better off using something like the Heavy Revolver Mark II if you're looking for a ranged pistol, but it makes up of it just for the fact it's an automatic pistol, so you can just literally spray someone up or even a few people because the clip size on it isn't even that bad. But overall, the best drive-by weapon. And now for the throwable weapons, we have the Sticky Bomb. I imagine you could see see this one coming. It's just great. You can throw it onto cars, other players, you can throw it onto the road and then blow it up when they go over it. Whether it's a PvP or PvE scenario, it's just one of them things you need to have. You can never have too much sticky bombs. The main thing is really just being able to decide when it blows up. With grenades and pipe bombs, there's not too much control over the timing of when they blow up. Whereas with sticky bombs, you can choose when it blows up, so you can literally choose the perfect moment to blow it up, so you'll always get your target. Insanely good, insanely helpful, an absolute must. I'm sure you saw this coming. And finally, we have melee weapons. And the overall best melee weapon is the stone hatchet. And this is because it is a one-shot kill every single time. And when you use the stone hatchet, you go into a rage state, which basically acts like Trevor's ability from story mode. It's going to regen your health and, you know, keep replenishing it. I believe it's for each person you kill, it'll, you know, restore your health fully, but I could be wrong. But regardless, the main point is that it's a one-hit kill every time. But yeah, that is the list of what I consider to be the best weapon from each category. Really interested to hear your thoughts on this, and comment down below if your list is different to mine. Again, if you want me to make a video going over the best PvP loadout, or a video going over every single weapon you should own, then please comment down below and I'll absolutely make that video. If you did at all find this video helpful, then please smash the like button, as it massively helps the channel. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.